Hello there, and welcome to a short DCS tutorial for setting a custom field of view. Today I'll be taking you through how to go through an LUA file in order to save a custom default view for whenever you load into DCS. So first off, one of the pieces of software that we need is a program called Notepad++, and this will allow us to edit the LUA file in the most efficient manner. Three key bindings that we'll need is view center, which I have bound to my HOTAS, zoom normal, which is also bound to my HOTAS, and right alt and numpad 0, which will save cockpit angles. So you're going to want to launch into whatever aircraft that you'll be editing. For me, that's the F-18 Hornet. And in your cockpit view, all you have to do initially is press left control numpad 0. This will save a custom snap angle. So we'll pause this and then go to File Explorer. And how to access the file that we'll be editing is by going to Local Disk C, Users, your profile name, Saved Games, DCS.OpenBeta, Config, and View. If you don't have this file, it's because the key binding for custom snap view, we're saving the custom view, which is right alt and keypad 0 either wasn't pressed, or maybe your numpad lock button was on, so give it another shot, in which case just open up this file, right click and open with Notepad++. You'll be greeted with this screen here, which can look a little bit daunting if you're not used to scripting, but all we have to do is initially save a copy as, and you can save it as the same thing, snapviews.lua, and I'll be saving mine to desktop just for this tutorial. This will allow, so if anything messes up here, it'll allow us to just delete this file and bring the one we just saved as a backup in place, so nothing goes wrong. The next thing we'll want to do is go to View and click Fold All. Then we'll go to FA-18C Hornet, because that's the one we're editing today. If you had the A-10 or the Harrier or anything like that, they'll show up here, and I think it's listed for all aircraft, whether it's installed or not. Click on the plus button twice, and then it'll bring us a list of snap views from 0 to 9, left and right mirrors, default view, and default VR. I won't be covering the default VR, as I don't use VR myself in DCS. I don't use head tracking or eye tracking or anything like that either. So I'll leave that to someone who knows more about that than I do. Today we'll just be setting the default view for the FA-18C Hornet, and I have mine set to 94.5 field of view and -10 for the vertical angle. Everything else here is set as default, and I'm on a 1080p monitor, and I find that this allows me to see both mirrors of the F-18, including the top one, whereas before the default field of view was something along this line for me. So we'll go back to the LUA file, and what you want to do is it's kind of trial and error, so what you'll do is you'll type in your numbers here, click Save, go back to DCS, go Quit, and then click on Fly again. It'll bring you here, and then all you want to do is press the bound keys for normal zoom, what was the name of the button here? For view center and zoom normal, and that'll bring you to the normal zoom and the centered view, and that's all you have to press. It'll always start up this way for DCS. There is a bit of a bug where sometimes it'll start you in a field of view like this, and all you have to do is press your default zoom and center camera key bindings, and it'll bring you to here each time. It's handy because if you look around the cockpit and you're looking down here and you're zoomed in, it'll see all the letters, and then all you have to do is press the zoom and center normal buttons, and it'll bring you to your default field of view, as opposed to having, you know, to readjust it yourself each and every time. So once you've put in your numbers, found the field of view that you find works best for you, just save it, and you can close this file, and that should be it as far as being saved for that plane. And then you can repeat this with your other planes. If you want to set custom snap angles, you can do the same thing and just edit them in the LUA file as well to fine-tune them. And this is what I was talking about, where it'll load you into a wider field of view than you actually set in the LUA file. And that's just why we have the zoom normal and center view key bindings, because it brings you to here. I don't know how to fix that. I've looked into it, but I think it's just a DCS quirk. But other than that, I hope this tutorial helped someone. I looked for something similar myself on YouTube and throughout the forums, and I haven't found anything as comprehensive. So I hope this helps, and happy flying.